I'm gonna be honest, every guru says post daily or you'll never grow. But they never actually tell you what does it actually do, what does it cost, or how to make it work in real life, to be quite honest with you. Let's be honest, if you're watching this video, you've probably tried posting daily on a consistent basis, or at least thought about it, right? And you probably burned out. I'm not gonna lie, it's happened to me. You probably ran out of ideas, and you probably haven't seen any instant results. Literally happened in your channels, doesn't matter, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, or whatever. So in this video, I'm literally going to be breaking down the real pros and cons of posting every single day, who should actually do it, and how to do it in a way that is sustainable, that can make you money, develop your personal brand, and your skill overall, not just give you more exhaustion. Let's get into it. But first, we're gonna talk about what posting daily really does, right? That nobody explains. So the first thing is that posting daily is not necessarily a growth hack. It's essentially a repetition engine. It's a system. It's essentially a place for you to develop rapid reps in communication, hook writing, storytelling, editing, developing a content creation workflow. It basically trains how fast you put out content, the confidence that you have on camera, and the ideation phase, being the phase in which that you develop ideas for your content overall. But it does not, I do declare, it does not guarantee views, money, or clients coming through the door on its own. And before we get into the actionable systems that you can do anything, I also want to talk about the dark side, because a lot of people on YouTube and overall content creation do not talk about it. It's essentially burnout, garbage content, and quitting very quickly. A lot of gurus like to skip the downsides, and I'm never going to skip that sort of situation because it really does affect you. Like it can literally have a toll on you, especially when you don't start seeing results within your content, especially if you've been doing it for months, even years sometimes, you know? And a lot of gurus skip the downsides overall. Like they skip the fact that you can burn out really quickly if you don't have a system. They literally start posting filler, and it doesn't necessarily help anybody within your specific audience. You're just trying to keep a streak, to be quite honest with you. It's like 2010, trying to keep your Snapchat streak. And when your results don't necessarily match your effort, people quit everything. That's literally with anything in life. And the point that I'm trying to make here is that posting daily with no strategy is like walking on a treadmill with no progress. Like you're not losing weight, you're not losing calories, you're not looking good. It's literally the same thing. But anyway, before we get into the nitty gritty of everything, if you're getting value out of this video, please like the video and subscribe to the channel, because I put videos out like this every single day about content creation, personal branding, social media marketing, and video marketing. And I would really appreciate it. It actually helps out the channel. But anyway, going into the frameworks on what you should actually be doing, especially when posting daily, this is who should actually be posting daily. So daily posting makes sense for the person who are in these specific stages. So number one being the beginners who need reps and skill building. Like somebody who has never created content before, somebody who has literally been down in the dumps and been like, I need to be making content, especially for my business, right? People who are still trying to find their voice, which is number two. People who are still trying to find their topic or their style, right? And number three, being the experts that already have a system set in place in order to push out quality at quantity, if that makes sense. It might not make sense for you if you already have people on your client list being like client loads and you don't have any help in order to fulfill that service delivery. Being like, let's say if you're, for example, doing content for other people. And it also doesn't make sense for people who already have proof of concept and should be focused on deeper projects like their offers or whatever it is that they're trying to do in business, right? So what I want to do for you in this video is essentially reframe daily posting and make it so that daily posting isn't necessarily a lifetime sentence, it's a training phase, okay? And that's with everything. This is essentially where you practice and do all the things that you want to do on content, so that way you can get a result to double down on the things that do work. So this is how you literally can post every single day without literally destroying yourself. So make sure that you use constraints. This is literally comes from when I was a musician. The best times that I've had in the practice room is literally any time when limits were put on my practice sessions. Like, for example, I remember very frequently my teacher at the time would tell me, like, hey, the best creative places come from the amount of limits that you put on yourself for you not to do the things that you usually do. What does that mean? So let's say, for example, on saxophone, I'm used to playing like a bunch of stuff like in a specific way. Like da 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 da. Like, let's use that scale for example. What if I took 3 notes of that scale, and just reframe it in a different way? Da da da, ba ba ba. Right? Different, right? I was coming up and then I came up from a lower perspective, right? Still the same notes. For people who have perfect pitch, they'll probably say they are not the same notes because they're not. But you get what I'm trying to say, right? Like, it's like you literally use the same notes, but in a different orientation. The same thing applies here in content creation overall, because it is a creative pursuit. I'm not going to hold you. Like, it is a creative pursuit. You have to use your creative muscle in order to make this stuff happen. So how can you apply this immediately? You develop a framework or a format that's easily recreatable, right? So what does that mean? I'm just going to do talking heads, right? I'm just going to do vlogging. I'm going to use the same background. I'm going to use a simple setup and use these specific pieces of equipment, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So you can create and consistently create no matter what. And it's literally accessible to you all the time. Same thing with the music sort of example that I was giving you before. Those notes are still available to me every single time, but the way that I'm using them is different, so that way I can make more ideas and more content, or in that sense, more notes and more melodic passages happen on a consistent basis. The next thing is having preset topics, right? So if you're talking about one specific thing within your niche, you want to be the go-to person for that specific thing, whether it be making money online, whether it be content creation, whether it be branding, whether it be how to get fit in 90 days, whether it be anything specifically that you think you can help somebody with in the next 90 days or a specific amount of time frame, like a time frame being a quantifiable result within a quantifiable timeline. That's the thing that you should be teaching, right? And then from there, just consistently make videos on those specific things, or different frameworks and lenses or angles in which that you can explain that specific idea, if that makes sense. And from there, you're going to batch. Now you have an easy way to make content. Now you're going to batch those ideas. So you're going to collect those ideas into filming them in one specific day throughout the week, right? And before you do that, before you start getting into filming and this whole like craze of just like filming a bunch of videos, where are those videos going to come from? They're going to come from the ideas that you consistently put onto paper, like whether it be in your notes app, whether it be in your journal, whether it be anywhere that you literally write all of your ideas in order to like, oh, this would be a really great idea to make a video on. Or like, oh, this would be a really great video that I happened to see down the road, like somebody was talking about something and it reminded me of something that would actually be very justifiable already, or rewarding for the people who are watching my videos, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then from there, you batch out 3 to 5 videos in a given time frame that is good for your schedule, not for anybody else's, for your specific schedule, and you film them all in one sitting. Like maybe it could be in the weekend, or like on a Sunday, you know, before church or after church or something. Like literally a time that you can dedicate maybe like 2 or 3 hours of your time in order to block out all these videos and just get them done in one specific day. And then from there, once you have all the videos, you keep the editing simple. You cut out the mistakes, you add captions if possible, and then you just post them immediately according to your schedule that you've developed for yourself, right? You don't want to aim for cinematic, like all these freaking like videos that like have different shots and angles and like close-ups and everything like that. You're trying to aim for clear and consistent more so than anything else. Like you can see all the videos from this past month, literally I've spent so much time literally just trying to post 1 or 2 videos every single day on this channel. And you can see that they're in the exact same format. Literally talking head with the background of my the studio that I have with the light and the lights and to make myself look nice, at least to some degree, right? Now the next thing, once you have that system set up for yourself to make content on a consistent basis, make daily content serve a bigger purpose. So what does that mean exactly? Like you have to be making content to drive traffic to a specific thing. You can't just be making content willy-nilly and just expect the best for yourself overall. Like, any business wants, like, obviously to become a YouTuber and get money from the AdSense that you literally get from all the videos that you make, right? That would be awesome. In addition, why not doing the affiliate link situation or any of the stuff that I mentioned in my previous video that I literally posted about how to make money online? It has to generate traffic to going somewhere. For example, you could be building towards a skill, meaning that you're making videos on a consistent basis in order to develop your speaking, communication, and your storytelling skills. You could be making videos consistently to build a brand, meaning getting your clear message out there from your perspective to be part of a niche that really interests you, or to build a pipeline towards anything that can bring you money offline or online, depending, whether it be your offer, the digital products you sell, or anything that you exchange value for money, if that makes sense, using your content. But you really got to ask yourself before you post, does this help my ideal client? And does this connect to my brand? If it does not, then you might as well just go on ChatGPT or Claude or any of these prompt generating platforms and figure out a way in which that you could get a specific idea framed around the people that you are trying to help or the message that you're trying to spread, if that makes sense. So here's something that you can take actionably literally today, so that way daily content is a lot easier. A better rule to follow is not necessarily daily content, but a better rule would be daily decisions, right? So let me explain. So if you're posting every day like I am, then awesome. If you're not, continue get better at your content. Continue getting better at your content. I misspoke. If you're not posting every single day, you can still touch your craft, right? Like literally making content on a consistent basis. If this is the only creative thing that you do every single day, or in addition to the creative pursuit, if you're watching this and you're like a musician or something, like you can consistently work on writing your hooks every single day. You can outline your videos every single day. You could study your analytics every single day. You can improve your offers every single day. You can improve your lighting every single day. The real consistency is essentially showing up for your creative business every single day in some way, not just in posting. Because I get it, we want to put videos out every single day so we can continuously test and figure out which videos work and which don't, and that's okay. But my thing is, if you're not going to be posting every day, at least work on the craft every single day. And then you'll always show up better for your videos nonetheless. And you'll be a better content creator in the future for years to come. So, posting daily is powerful, but if you can't do that, it only can be useful if it's structured behind a system that works for you and is sustainable for you long term. Anyway, if you liked the video, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel, because I put videos out like this every single day and you don't want to miss them. Otherwise, if you want some more personal help, literally one-on-one help as far as to develop your personal brand, literally click the first link in the description. Otherwise, I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much. Peace.